We greet you, children of the light. We would like to address the cleansing process that is currently unfolding. Many beings are becoming more aware of the fact that there is a great shift occurring on all levels of your world, and that there is no more hiding from it. Gaia, as a whole, is moving to the higher dimensions, and all the children who made the conscious effort to follow their mother will stay on the earth. She is cleansing herself on all levels, not just on the physical, as you have seen, but she is doing the same on the energetic planes as well. She has many layers to her being, just as you do, and everything needs to be sorted out before you can all move forward. This means getting rid of all the things that are not in tune with your higher vibrational self. Everything that is of lower nature is brought up to be witnessed by all, for only so can you transmute it. Know that this process that you're going through on the collective level is not for the purpose of causing you harm or distress. Things are coming up in your collective so you can, for the first time, consciously decide what you want and what you don't want in your life. You can only transmute something if you know what that thing is. If you stay in ignorance and refuse to see what needs to be done, you're rendering yourself powerless, for in that state you're unable to make the necessary changes that are needed at that moment. We urge you to follow the guidance of your heart, tune in to your higher self, and start to see that which is in front of you all. All of you deep down know why you are here and what your purpose is. We urge you to listen to yourself. We're not here to tell you what your mission is, for only you hold that knowledge. Many of you have observed that the things that were not working in your life have become even more dysfunctional. Everything is intensifying in order to speed up the transmutational process, so all of you can move into a reality where time, as you perceive it, flows differently. Your sense of time is changing. Your sense of what is real is changing. And above all else, your sense of self is also transforming. You're starting to become more aware of your multidimensional nature. You're remembering more and more the past, present, and shockingly the future. For some, it may seem chaotic, for your minds were not used to housing so much parallel timeline information. But you will get a hang of it, don't you worry, for you're just starting to use the human vessel as it was intended to be used from the beginning. As you're letting go more and more of the old dysfunctional patterns, the more you will feel lighter, and even though life always seemed to be a struggle or a heavy place to be, you will soon realize that the only reason for that heaviness was that you were carrying the baggage of someone else. You have taken on patterns that were never compatible with you, and these patterns acted as weights, attached to all parts of your being. Now, as you're letting go gradually, it is starting to become more evident that in truth you are a happy person, and that you can actually have a fulfilling life here on Earth, even though everyone is doing their best to convince you of the contrary. You know what's best for you, and you are the one that's going to decide what you are going to manifest. And that is what everything comes down to: choice. But how can you make a proper decision if your reality is based on illusions and distortion? The only way you can is by tapping into your higher self. You are an infinite being of light and life, incorruptible, indestructible, yet you have chosen to experience limitation at its best. Even though you are surrounded by illusions, your heart essence is incorruptible. It is the portal to the higher realms. It is the gateway to your true self. It is a connection that you can never lose. You can only create the illusion of being separate from it. But that's all it is, an illusion. That is why we always urge you to see all things from the heart, for that gateway is the key to the all. You do not need to understand everything that is going on in your public arena, as you would say, because for some of you it is merely a distraction. It is a diversion that can sweep you away and drag your mind closer to the plane of fear and distortion. Focus on what is right in front of you. Ground yourself, spend time in nature, and you will find that the unnecessary busyness of your mind will start to dissolve. If your mind is constantly racing, you cannot focus on that which is. You become disconnected, and the wind of the storm will carry you away. Be as a tree, firmly rooted yet flexible. No matter how strongly the wind blows, you're flowing with perfect ease. Become the center of the storm and witness how the chaos around you subsides. All is set. We are ready. Nothing can intervene, for we are all here, holding the light, holding all beings accountable for what they have created on all planes and dimensions. This system is protected, for such is the will of the All. No outside force can intervene in the process of Gaia's transmutation, nor can anyone leave who would cause further harm to life in the cosmos. From the Galactic Federation, we greet you. All is set, all is in motion. Aho.